Welcome to the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations, brought to you by the Carefree-Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, where local business meets local flavor in the heart of the beautiful Desert Foothills region. We're serving up fresh insights, inspiring stories from business owners, experts, and community leaders shaping our vibrant community, including simple strategies to help you grow your business faster. And now, here's your host, President and CEO of the Carefree-Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce, Steve Feld. Well, welcome to the Community Brew Podcast. Today, we have another great guest for you. We have Leigh Zydonik from the Foothills Food Bank and Resource Center. Welcome, Leigh.
Thank you, Steve. Happy to be here.
We're so excited to have you on here because the food bank does so much in the Desert Foothills region and beyond.
Yes,
really
we do.
Now.
We cover 16 zip codes or 225 plus square miles.
That's a lot.
It's a big area.
And it's hard to believe that there's food inadequacies in this area.
Well, especially along the I-17 corridor, we have up north a lot of food deserts, and then down south in Phoenix, what they're calling is a food swamp. And that was a new term to me as well.
Wow.
It is where there's not healthy food available. So they look at it, and if in a mile radius, if there's not a good grocery store, but there's tons of convenience stores or fast food, but maybe not that healthy food. So we are, here to help in that whole region between the rural food deserts and perhaps just not that availability of good, fresh food.
Wow, that's so true. And many, especially in the cities.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to start off with, we got a good grasp on it, but it's like, how did you get here? Let's tell her about you first, and then we're going to go a little deeper into the food bank.
So I am, like many, many people here, a transplant. We arrived 5 years ago from Ohio, and I got bit in Ohio by that nonprofit bug. My upbringing or whatever, my first career was in education. I taught middle school for 9 years, and then I came back to Ohio and my certification had expired. So I joined with a nonprofit that was working on flood control, actually. And From there, I went to be an executive director of our community art league. And then I went into university, higher education, and I was the director for the Center for Civic Engagement during COVID.
Oh.
And my husband was a COVID casualty in his employment. And so he got a call to move out to Arizona. And I said, let's do it.
Wow.
So that's kind of how I ended up at the food bank.
Well, we're very happy that you're at the food bank.
I'm thrilled. This has been a great fit. Like I said, in Ohio, my last career was Center for Civic Engagement, and we had 7 different coalitions that we were working with to try to move things forward. So it was food insecurity, housing, transportation, mental health, literacy, and workforce development. So this position really is encompassing all the things that I learned and worked with back in Ohio. So it was a great fit.
I was going to say, now with your new building, which is phenomenal, people, if you have not visited it yet, take the trip, go visit the Foothills Food Bank. It's amazing what they do. And what's mind-blowing is how much food you bring in and how much goes out on a daily basis. Tell us a little bit about that. It's just mind-blowing how you guys...
So our new facilities on Carefree Highway, if you have the opportunity, please stop by, come check us out. We would love to give you a tour. Last year in our old facility, we brought in and distributed 1.8 million pounds of food. Our biggest source of food is our grocery rescue program. So we have 6 refrigerated vans and 1 refrigerated box truck that go out 6 days a week and visit different grocery stores. We have, I think, 28 different stores that we visit, and we get food that is on that cusp of not being sell worthy. And so we bring it back. It's great for the stores because it's not going into the dump. It's, sustainability. They get a tax write-off. We get food that is fresh. We have fresh produce, bakery, deli, dairy, meat, as well as canned goods that we also purchase. So like I said, 75% of that food comes from the Grocery Rescue Program. We are St. Mary's largest grocery rescue partner. The other food comes from individual donations, food drives, and then we have people that donate money, which is awesome because we have great buying power. And we know that we can get it for a much cheaper price. We can get the things that we really need at the time that we need it. But this new facility has a 8,000 square foot warehouse and huge cooler and refrigeration.
Yes.
So we are able to bring more food in and get it out to people where they're at. We do have a pantry in the new facility, and it's seen a dramatic increase because of the visibility. But one of the main things that we want to do is get food to people where they're at. So we are able to, we have a satellite distribution center up in Black Canyon City. We partner with a church in New River. And so we distribute from that church, My Crossroads Christian Fellowship, on Fridays. We have a new relationship with My Crossroads and Anthem, We Care, and they distribute on Sunday afternoons and Tuesday evenings. And then we do a mobile distribution down at St. Luke's once a month, and a NOAA clinic. So we are getting the food out to folks where they're at. To expect people to come to you when they're already having issues is probably not the smartest thing to do.
Right. And I'm sure it's tough for many people that there's someone who's been probably donating food for years and all of a sudden they need the help.
Yes, we've had some unfortunately circumstances like that, and more fortunate is, hey, they've come to us and then all of a sudden they don't need us anymore, and then they are able to give back and
Right.
donate or volunteer. So we have it both ways, but the second one's my favorite success story is when we help them through a rough patch and then they come out, get self-sustaining again, and then they give back. So pretty cool.
Absolutely. I know you do purge the pantry a couple times a year, and I know the Desert Foothills Leadership Academy just raised almost 900 pounds of food, and this all happened in 2 weeks.
It was amazing. So for the Leadership Academy on your Commerce and Nonprofit Day, we hosted you in our new facility. We're able to use our conference room, our demonstration kitchen. Our chef actually cooked lunch. Everything came from our marketplace. So it showed the quality of food, and the meal was, I thought, fantastic.
That's fantastic. Everyone raved about it.
But then the alumni versus the current class did a food drive, and the current class kicked butt. And so it was just under 1,000 pounds of food, and it was so needed. The summer's tough for us. We get wonderful donations, especially around the holidays. Everyone thinks about the generosity, and so, which is wonderful. But that summer months when people leave and hunger does not leave. So we do not get the donations in the summer as much as we do in, say, the fall or around tax season. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank the class. It was an amazing experience. And I think they had fun.
They had a lot of fun doing it too. And so that's for everyone. So if you have all that extra food's not expired yet and it's usable, please consider donating it to the food bank to help someone out who can really use it.
It's great. In the spring, we do have a lot of folks that go to cooler climates. So as they're leaving, we encourage everyone to, we call it purge your pantry. So clean out your pantry. If you're not going to be there for the summer, drop it off at the food bank. And anytime, after Christmas, you have all that food that you had that you may not have eaten when you had guests there. It's always great to bring it to the food bank and let someone else have the opportunity to use that food.
Absolutely. Just take advantage of that. And there's other ways they can really take advantage of the food bank and, federally as well with the credits.
Yes. Arizona I've lived in probably 5 different states and visited a lot. I have never seen a program like Arizona has with the charitable tax credit. If you have a Arizona tax liability, you can, as a couple or a joint, donate up to, I think this year it's $983. And that is a credit, a real live credit. So basically you write a check to us for $983. And then when you do your taxes, you get that back from the state. So what it's doing is you are directing how your tax dollars are spent. So you can take advantage of that. It really does not come out of your own pocket, but it's allowing you to direct those tax dollars where you want them spent. And of course you want to go local.
Oh, yeah.
And, this is helping everybody. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, take advantage of that tax credit. I mean, it helps you on your taxes, and it's helping a lot of people, not just a few, a lot of people.
Well, our numbers are definitely up. We had just in the 2 months we've been open in the new facility, over 200 new households have signed up. And I think some of it's visibility, but a lot of it's just the need has risen. The economy is very uncertain right now. Some of the programs are being cut. So we know that we are going to see a lot more folks in need. One of our biggest growing demographics is our senior population. So folks may own their home, but the property taxes have gone up.
Oh, yeah.
All of the living expenses have gone up. If you're on a fixed income, it does create a hardship.
Right.
So if we're able to help people with food, then they can use those resources on medicine or rent or some other things that they need. So it just really does help in a way that you might not think about.
It's true. And you also have the part resource center.
Yes, we are.
And a lot of people are, I got to throw that in because you guys do so much. And more we talk, the more I learn how much resources you're providing. The whole community.
Yes. And some of the resources, we can help folks sign up for those government programs, SNAP, Access, LIHEAP, WIC, those types of things. We have a notary on site. So if they need to get a new birth certificate or some type of ID, they don't have to go to 15 different places. We would like to be a one-stop shop. But we have referral services. We are in partnership with many different organizations. The Foothills Caring For and us do a lot of wonderful things together. In fact, they bring their neighbors over once a month that are not able to drive but need to shop. So they get to shop and have the shopping experience. The ones that are homebound are getting maybe Meals on Wheels, their program that's equivalent to that. We pack food boxes that they also bring to their homes. So we have a great relationship with Foothills Caring Corps. We are starting a new relationship with the Joy Bus, and we are going to have, and this is bringing meals to cancer patients. So that's going to be something that's going to be coming up in the North Valley that they've been able to expand because we're going to be able to be the hub of that. But we do some other things, referrals, some financial assistance. We partner with St. Vincent de Paul, with Salvation Army, and might be able to help folks with maybe their rent assistance or utility assistance, medical assistance. So we are really trying to help the whole individual. I don't laugh, but tell people I've been in this business for a while now, and very, very rarely do I see someone that comes in and says, financially, I'm doing okay. I have a great house. I have reliable transportation. I have a steady income. Mentally and physically, I'm feeling good. I just can't find food. So typically, food insecurity is a symptom of something else. And if we can help remove some of the barriers or help some of those other things that's going on in their lives, then they will not be so reliant on us.
Right. And I know your whole goal is to put yourself out of a job.
That would be, in a perfect world, I would love that new facility to be a community rec center, have pickleball courts in the warehouse and what have you. So that is our goal, is to strive to end food insecurity. And I probably won't happen soon, but we're working to that. That's my main goal.
It's a great lofty goal, and I hope you get it one day.
So do I.
And you talked about the Joy Bus and the things in the future. What other kind of things are you looking down the road in the future?
Well, I'm proud to announce that we are going to be the owner or the host of a farmers market starting in November. It will be the fourth Saturday from 10 to 1 in November. And then it will take December off because it's right around Christmas, and then starting in January. So we will have in our parking lot a farmers market. So we're pretty excited about that. We have our Empty Bowls event that has been over in the sundial the past couple of years. We're going to have it on October 11th, and that will be at our facility. We're going to bring some food trucks in, a beer garden, and try to liven that up a little bit, which will be a lot of fun. But some programs that we're going to be starting will be we have that great conference room and demonstration kitchen that the Leadership Academy was able to use. We want to do classes. So financial literacy classes, cooking classes, nutrition classes, and that will be open to the entire public. So we want this to be a community space.
Oh, unbelievable. You got so much on your plate. And folks, you're thinking about, what were all those dates and everything again? don't worry, you can go to the carefree-cave-creek.org website. That's the chamber website, and look under events. It's all on our calendar too. So you don't have to worry about those dates right yet. And they're going to have so many more things coming up. There's so much going on in the community that actually also supports the food bank. And I know we have a few other events coming up where they're supporting the food bank. Basically, like, hey, we're going to raise the funds and give it to the food bank.
My favorite kind of fundraiser.
Yes. All you do is show up.
I love it. We will be the beneficiary of events all day long. We love that. But it is such a generous community, and they've embraced us, and we're so grateful.
Great. Any final thoughts you'd like to let everyone know about the food bank or anything in this area?
We live in the best area. I just hands down, like I said, I've lived in many, many communities. I have never seen the generosity and how everyone works together. The nonprofits here are so tight with each other. We don't compete. We all collaborate. And that is what makes our community so great. And thank you, Steve, for the chamber. You steer and spearhead a lot of this. And we're so grateful for everything that you do. And thank you for allowing us to be part of this podcast.
Oh, my pleasure. It's a great way to get your voice out in the community as well. So we want to showcase and highlight all the great things in our community. And leading into that, I'm going to give you our loaded question I ask every guest.
Oh, boy.
What is one of your favorite hidden gems that you like to go to? It could be a restaurant, a store, an art gallery. There's so much up here.
Just narrow it down to one. That's not fair.
It is not a fair question at all.
And then that is just cruel to ask me to do one thing. I can't do it.
I know it. I can go even name the best burger, and you still would name 5-6 places. Yeah, exactly.
I love it all. Everything. I guess my favorite part of it is so unique.
That's it.
Everywhere you go has its own atmosphere, and I love going to all of it, from pizza to burgers to barbecue. How do you narrow it down?
It's so true. And I recently, I just ate around the sundial. So we have the sundial here with lots of unbelievable restaurants. And I have just now finally eaten at the last restaurant around the sundial. So I've eaten at every restaurant at the sundial. So when someone goes to me, which is the best one at the sundial? I'm like, I'll just pick all of them because they were all fantastic.
Yeah, I think it would be easier to say something I don't like, but I can't even come up with that.
It's hard. It's true. It's more a harder decision, like which place to go to versus where you don't want to go to.
Exactly. But once again, between the shopping, the food, the hiking, we got it all.
Yeah, we do. And if you'd like to donate, reach out to Leigh and her team. We will have all her contact information, the food bank's information, in the show notes. So just look down. So it doesn't matter if you're listening or watching, just take a look in the show notes and help out the food bank. Really, purging your pantry. I know I drive Leigh nuts every now and then. We just have some meeting and I'll bring a bag. I go, here you go. Can you take this to the
nuts? I love
bank?
it. I'll take it all day long.
I actually pick up food in my neighborhood and bring it to the food bank because they're trying to get rid of food, and I'm like, I know a good place to put it.
Well, we are appreciative of it all. Come check us out if you want to learn more on foothillsfoodbank.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We really appreciate LinkedIn. We appreciate all of your support.
Great. Leigh, thank you so much for being our guest today. We learned a lot about the food bank, and I hope our listeners here want to help out, maybe volunteer at the food bank too. Donate, use that as tax credits.
Absolutely.
Use those tax credits.
And if you know someone that can use our services, please direct them to us.
And we have all this positivity, and we still have the reality. It's like we're trying to help people here.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Folks, if you like Leigh and other guests, please make sure you like and subscribe to whatever channel you are listening or watching us on. And from Leigh and myself, Steve Felt from the Carefree-Cave Creek Chamber, we wish you and your business much success.
Thanks for joining us on the Community Brew Podcast, Commerce and Conversations. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, fellow business owners, and community champions. Don't forget to check out our other episodes for more tips, stories, and strategies to help your business grow all served with a local twist. Until next time, stay connected, stay inspired, and keep brewing success in the desert foothills. The Carefree-Cave Creek Chamber of Commerce wishes you much success.